Gemini summary for the week of Monday, March 2 to Sunday, March 8. Leviticus 25:47 to 27:34, Laws and Covenants. Redemption of the poor. If an Israelite becomes poor and sells himself to a sojourner, he can be redeemed by a family member or by himself. His service must be calculated according to a hired servant, and he must go free in the year of Jubilee, as all Israelites are servants to God. Blessings and curses. This section details the promises of God for obedience to His statutes, including rain, bountiful harvests, peace, safety, and God dwelling among them, and the severe curses for disobedience, including disease, terror, drought, attack by wild beasts, pestilence, famine, destruction, and scattering among other nations. It concludes with a promise of restoration if the people humble themselves and confess their sin. Vows and tithes. It outlines the laws for estimating the value of persons, clean and unclean animals, houses, and fields dedicated to the Lord as a singular vow. It also establishes that all tithes of the land and livestock belong to the Lord and are holy. Numbers 1 through 6, the census and organization. The census of Israel. God commands Moses to number all males 20 years old and upward who are able to go to war. The total census is 603,550 men, excluding the tribe of Levi. The Levites' role. The tribe of Levi is not numbered for war, but is appointed to the service of the tabernacle of testimony, to transport and care for its vessels and set up, encamping around it. Camp arrangement. The tribes are organized into 4 groups, each with a standard, and are instructed to pitch their tents around the tabernacle: Judah on the east, Reuben on the south, Ephraim on the west, and Dan on the north. The Levites move in the center with the tabernacle. Levitical duties and ransom. The sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari are presented to Aaron for service, and their specific charges for transporting the tabernacle are detailed. They are taken as substitutes for the firstborn of Israel. A ransom price is established for the 273 firstborn males who exceeded the number of Levites. Laws of cleanliness. Commands are given to put out of the camp anyone who is unclean, lepers, those with a bodily discharge or defiled by the dead, to keep the camp holy. Laws of trespass and jealousy. Laws concerning restitution for trespass, with an added 5th part, offerings belonging to the priest, and the elaborate ritual for a man whose wife is suspected of adultery, the law of jealousies. Nazirite vow. Beginning. The start of the law concerning a man or woman who separates themselves with a vow of a Nazirite, abstaining from wine and strong drink. Numbers 13, snippet. The spies report. The spies sent to scout the land of Canaan reported that the Amalekites, Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, and Canaanites inhabited the land. Caleb, one of the spies, urged the people to conquer the land, stating they were well able. However, the other spies gave an evil report, claiming the people were giants, descendants of Anak or Nephilim, and that the Israelites looked like grasshoppers in comparison. They also brought back a massive cluster of grapes from the brook of Eshcol.